Never in my life ever heard of someone run for office and just disappearing from. Is this 10 minutes or? We'll do 10 minutes.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by William and Chris Wines. I'm Jeff Stanfield.
I'm Andy Shaver. Welcome to 10 minutes, just the tips.
Just the tips.
I was going to ask you how your vacation was, but we'll get into that
on the next one.
10
minutes from the tips. Let's talk about taking a dog on a guided hunt. Not the guide using a dog, but the client using their dog. One of my biggest questions I get.
I feel like you're about to step off in it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to go in. We're going to step right off into it. These are my thoughts on this. First of all, every outfitter has a different policy. I know some outfitters that don't let you bring a dog. I know some that let all dogs are welcome. We are not one of those people. We are, if you have
clarify that. I don't understand what you mean. Not all dogs are welcome.
If you can't just bring a dog because you're coming on a hunt, you have to have a private party. If you book a private party with us, then you can bring your dog. No matter what skill level your dog is at, you've booked a private group. If a guy's a single hunter and he calls up, and I get this sometimes, well, it's just me and my dog. Well, you can't. I'm not going to do that.
Get 5 friends.
Yes, you get you some friends. For some reason, there's a lot of guys that hunt with themselves and a dog that don't have any friends. I have found out over the years. I have had my ass shoot out more over that. I used to have
what?
A single guy and a dog. I used to have a guy come to the trophy hunter show in Fort Worth every single year. The same, and it was the same every year. Well, finally, I caught on to it because you talk to so many people all the time, and then I remembered what he looked like. I thought, if he comes this year, I'm gonna be ready for his ass. And sure enough, here he come. I saw him stalking down the way, and he come up, and I said, as soon as he got there, I said, "Did you finally get you some friends so you can bring your dog on a hunt?" And he got mad and walked off.
That's a little tacky though.
Every year it was the same thing.
It's a little tacky. Well, he's hoping that your policy changed.
My policy wasn't going to change.
That's tacky.
No, it's not. If you
unprofessional,
if you want to, well, okay, I'm unprofessional then. If you want to bring your dog on a hunt, book a private party. I don't care how bad your dog is. If you book a private party, it's up to you. But I'm not going to mix parties and you bring a dog and your dog screw up the hunt.
Do you ever think that maybe they're hunting by themselves
because their dogs?
Because of the dog?
Yes, I do. Because a lot of times that's what I have happened. I had a guy got all mad last year. Lived in Abilene. Same thing. Called up. Well, it's just me and my dog. Well, I can't do you. Well, I don't understand. I'm going to pay you money. Well, you can pay me money for a lot of things, but you're not bringing a freaking dog.
Right.
And this is for the person out there that's got a dog and no friends. Get some friends. That's my first advice. Find you some buddies. There's everybody out there needs a friend. Make a friend. There's somebody out there living in their basement that needs a friend. Honestly, though, you can't bring a dog on a mixed party because dogs screw up hunts a lot. Even a good dog will mess a hunt up sometimes.
Even my dog gets screwed up.
Yes, and if your dog screws up a hunt and I get my ass chewed from somebody, that's on us.
Yeah. Right.
But if JoJo's dog screws up a hunt, I'm not being responsible for his dog.
Right.
Because, and I've said this 1,000 times, you can tell a man your wife's got a fat ass and he won't get mad, but you tell a man his dog sucks and he gets fighting mad.
You're gonna have a problem.
And so. My advice is when you ask someone, this is something you need to address with the outfitter. You need to call before. Don't just show up with the dog. I've had that happen before too. Oh, Bo's out in the truck. Well, Bo's not hunting today because there's just 2 of you and I'm mixing you with another group. Now, I've also had, Bo's out in the truck and you got a private party. And it's like, oh, that's fine. That's y'all's group. And then another guy in the party comes in and says, why'd you tell him he could bring his dog? Well, I don't know.
I don't know the dynamics of your group.
Yeah, that's y'all's group. It's your private deal. Well, we don't want him taking his dog. And I've had to be the bad guy before and say, don't bring your dog.
See, and I don't agree with that from you.
I just try to help him out.
I understand, but if they don't want Johnny to bring Bo, they should fucking be the one to step up and say it. Because now it just makes you look like an asshole.
Well, it depends on who's paying the bill.
Well, then that's true, too. What if it's the head guy that's paying the bill that's got the shitty dog and all of his buddies are like, fuck.
Well, Bo's more than welcome in the spread. That's the way I look at it.
What if it's each guy's paying his own way?
if there's 5
Stumped
paying and they're all 5 going to be happy. It's kind of like my dad's deal with coaching kid baseball.
You go with the odds?
You go with the odds.
Yeah.
If one kid plays and all the parents are pissed off, then he don't play. It's
So
right to have
if-
one set of parents pissed than all of them.
So if you got a group of 6 and all of them are paying their own way, you go with the odds.
Yeah.
5 are going to be happy if Bo stays in the pickup. One's
Yes.
going to be pissed off.
I've had guys show up in groups in 3 vehicles and leaving 3 vehicles, but just one guy and his dog by himself leaving because the dog fucked up the hunt. I've had to have guys tie a dog to irrigation systems. I've had guys went and put a dog in a truck. You can hear them barking freaking a half a mile away. We've went through every situation here that you can have with a dog, and some dogs don't need to be in a field, and guys don't understand that. I had a guy call the other day, and he's got a dog. It's a puppy, 6 months old, but he's getting trained. That dog's not ready to come on a hunt out here.
Right.
When you can sit in a blind with a dog, a duck blind, and is completely covered in and stuff, that dog's not going to hurt nothing probably. But in a goose spread in a field, especially if we're not in the A-frames, it's hard. There's not a place for a dog to be getting trained. Now, we have some great dogs. We have regular clients that bring dogs that are out of this world. And there's times that I've seen you guys leave your dogs here because their dog works great. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about it. Those dogs are always welcome. And I've got a couple of dogs like that I have mixed on hunts before because I knew the dog before, and we mixed groups, and I was like, yeah, you can bring your dog because your dog works, and it's not a problem. But there's a lot of dogs out there that just don't have any business doing the kind of hunting we do. And so that's my tip, is to make sure that you have a dog that can really work if you take it on a hunt. If you hunt on your own all the time, I understand your dog going with you all the time. But if you're going to go on a guided hunt somewhere, don't let your dog ruin the hunt for you.
Just so that you can say that you brought your dog.
Yeah, just, one guy's like, well, my dog, every bird I shoot, my dog retrieves. Well, then I'm sorry, but that's our rules we have here. But boy, I get more calls from single hunters with a dog. Or it's like, well, me and my son want to come hunting. Do you have any days? Yeah, I've got days I can work 2 people in on. Okay, well, it's going to be us and our dog. No, it's not.
It's going to be you and your son.
Yeah, you and your son can come hunt, but you can't have a dog unless you have a private party. And guys get all bent out of shape at that, but it's not that the outfit, and I know I'm not the only outfitter that goes through this. It's not that the outfitters are being assholes. We've just been down that road so many times. And we're not going to let a dog ruin a hunt for us that can be taken care of by just leaving the dog at home.
Yeah.
I don't mind you bringing your freaking dog up and leaving him in the kennel in the truck in the parking lot and you get out and play with him all day long. I don't care about that. But going in the field is not a place for a dog.
I mean, unless you have a private party, and then all bets are off.
Then it's yours. If you want to do that, that's between you and your buddies.
And a private, we've said 6 before, but you've made arrangements where it's 5 for some guys.
Yeah,
I had a gentleman message me last week, and he said, hey, I heard on the podcast, private group 6, I've got 5. Jeff told me I can bring my dog ahead of time. Is that going to be a problem?
No, so if it's during a week, and I have different deals that I make with people, I don't have a set of a standard book set rules for everything.
Right.
I've got different deals I do with a lot of different people. And sometimes there's just a lot of different deals I do with people. And, if a guy's got books a 2-3 day hunt or a 1 day hunt for 5 and it's during the middle of the week and he calls up, I say, yeah, that's fine. I don't have a set rules on that, but my set rule is to bring a dog, you have to have a private party.
Whatever that number is, 6,
Yes.
5,
but
whatever.
But you would be shocked at the number of times that I have guys book a hunt.
That's probably a single hunter right now calling to chew you out about not being able to bring his dog.
You cannot believe the number of groups also that I have that'll call and say, hey, if Bo calls wanting to bring his dog, tell him no. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
They
get ahead of the curve.
Oh, it happens a bunch. And then the guy will be in my office when they're leaving. He's like, yeah, I wanted to bring my dog this year. I didn't know we weren't allowed to bring dogs up here. Well, your guys in your group said your dog's a piece of shit.
And I mean, it's I get it. You're waterfowl hunting. You want to bring your dog, but it's just
not all dogs are created equal.
Not all are created equal, and just follow the policy. If you want to bring your dog, have a private group. Yeah,
and I don't know why that's so hard, but people take it personal. I've got guys that come up and do pheasant hunts and want to bring a dog. I'm like, hey, it's your private. All our pheasant hunts are private. Right. You want to do it? And Dad's like, yeah, that usually don't work out very well for them.
Well, I mean, pheasant hunting, you can have a shithead that just runs free, and I mean, I guess if it gets too far out in front and flushes birds you're not ready to shoot at, it could be a problem. But Pheasant hunting shouldn't be too hard for a dog.
No, but you get a dog that runs wild, gets out in front of them.
Oh, I know.
And then it flushes all the birds. Then the guy's like, well, where all the birds are? Well, he flushed them all down the deal. We're doing release bird hunts. They're not.
You see that tail about a half a mile away? Yeah. That's where your birds are.
Yeah, your birds are all a quarter of a mile away over on the county road over there. And there's not any more to be had. That's it. There's no natural wild birds.
All right. Well, that's 10 minutes, believe it or not. So we're not being an asshole when we tell you that you can't bring your dog. You just need to have a private group, and you can bring little Fido out here, and wherever the chips fall, then that's where the chips fall.
And one last little parting shot. I recommend one dog.
Yeah.
Those multiple dog deals don't work.
That guy just really wants to bring his dog out here.
I think it's Mom.
Oh, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's 10 minutes of just a tip. Please have a good one.